Welcome back to Thinking Out Loud with Scott and Mark. And we're still on the ARM topic. For those of you who are riveted to this topic, it is actually a pretty interesting topic within computing right now. Application resource management. This has to do with essentially right sizing or balancing the amount of money you throw at the resources with the amount of performance you need out of an application. So this last video, I think this may be the last video in the ARM series. And the reason that it's the last one is because we work with this thing called Turbonomic. It's the primary software package that we work with for this space called ARM. And as we were talking about, they call it proof of value, which is what the rest of us all through our lives might call an evaluation of a software package. And the reason they call it proof of value is because it's a little bit different. Turbonomic can basically pay for itself, meaning that you can buy Turbonomic and the amount that it saves you on what you spend on the cloud or your VMs or stuff could actually be more than the amount you pay just to use the Turbonomic service. So it's kind of interesting that way. It's a little different from a regular evaluation, because usually you evaluate software with the idea that you're going to pay it and it's going to be kind of net money out of your pocket. But when you do a proof of value with Turbonomic, you're actually evaluating the software in the sense that it's going to have a direct reduction in net out of your pocket for your cloud services. So that was one thing I was going to say. Before I kick it to Scott, the other thing I would say is that some things in the software world, we just evaluate them. It doesn't make sense to debate them or talk about them for weeks and weeks and weeks, because there are some software packages that are just easy enough to use and easy enough to evaluate that you spend an hour or two setting these things up. Then they run and collect your data for a couple weeks or a week or 3 weeks or whatever you end up at with the software vendor, Turbonomic in this case, and then you're done. So it's like you could talk about it, but you'll actually be done and be looking at your data before you even get done talking about it. So with that said, I'm going to kick it to Scott to kind of talk about what you're going to get on the back end of one of these values.
I mean, right. So yeah, we're talking about this proof of value. Thanks, Mark. And, just to put it out there, this is a fairly, fixed, period of time, as little as 7, as many as 30 days, where, we let this tool run in your environment and you immediately, can see where the savings are. I think, what is it? What do they say? A picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show it. I'm not going to, this isn't a demo, so I'm just going to use this as a picture. So here, you'll get in there. If you've got an APM, we just had a previous topic about that, then we're going to get all kinds of, application-centric views of your supply chain leading into the resources. And get in here, run this for as little as 7 days, and we're going to start to see where your bottlenecks are, where you're under-provisioned, where you're over-provisioned. And this example, you can see, in the virtual machines, there's 450 machines in yellow that are over-provisioned. In the end, in this example, you're immediately seeing that this guy is going to save 104K per month. If he follows the recommendations, they could be automatically executed, or you can just simply have the recommendations and take them on your own in the first instance, so you can, gain a little trust over the system. So the proof of value, the point of that is to define some success criteria that, you're looking for in your environment, to be able to go in and define real savings in the immediacy of the tool being implemented and shown in your environment, and then to talk through how this can be done on an ongoing way so that you can find that balance between performance, and cost, right, on an ongoing basis. That's really the key. The analytics are feeding the machine to say, what's going on now? What's going on now? How can I optimize this environment on a continual basis? Because that cloud spend is, the bit that's always biting at you as you make your way into a cloud first type environment. So
yep.
we'd like to want to proof of value. Sorry, go ahead, Mark.
If you want to do one of these things, give us a call or give IBM a call. I guess it's Turbonomic, an IBM company, whatever it is. Anyway, we can get you an evaluation.
Yeah, and I think on the YouTube site, and probably if you found this off of our site, we've got Mark and I on our emails put on there, and you're welcome to reach out to either one of us, and we're happy to kick this off and do this and show some real wins in your environment with this tool.
Thanks very much.